So in the last video, Path of Exile 2's biggest expansion launched, and we did a challenge where we can only use unique items. I started the challenge thinking I had to use my fist until I found a unique item, but with the new Path of Exile mechanics, you can use skills without any items. We started off just spamming Volcano, and eventually I farmed enough currency to be able to buy this two-handed mace, but I didn't realize it had a level requirement of level 16, and we're currently only level 7. Towards the end of the video, I was having trouble progressing as mobs were essentially two-shotting me, so I spent some time searching over the POE trade website and found this splintered tower shield that sells for 1 orb of Og, which we did farm in the last episode. And then right before I started recording this video, I found these gloves that are just selling for 1 orb of transmutation. The gloves and the shield are going to give us not only a ton of survivability, but they do pair pretty nicely with each other because they kind of synergize for a physical build. The shield also gives us this ability Raise Shield, which will block damage and it can do damage back to the attackers. That damage also scales up based on how much armor we have on the shield. And I'm thinking we can drop this lesser iron rune on the shield because it does have a socket. And that increased the shield armor by 14%, which is going to increase our shield block damage by a little bit. We also have a lesser ward rune that I'm going to put on our gauntlets. And we now have 15 maximum runic ward, which is like a reverse energy shield. If we get down to 0 HP, the runic ward will absorb 15 damage. And I shouldn't get one-shotted essentially like I was at the end of the last episode. We also do have an uncut skill gem, and we're going to turn that into shield charge, which will charge an enemy essentially and deal damage. All right, so we're back to the Grim Tangle, which is where I was stuck in the previous episode. And it's weird, the layout is completely opposite. Last time we had to go down to progress. You can see our HP is regenerating so quick. And you can see I'm not getting two-shotted by those mobs. Raise Shield is this one, and then Shield Charge is my left click. Okay, very cool. Can I Raise Shield and block that projectile? Let me try this out. Am I blocking it? It's hard to tell. I'm trying to get used to how these abilities work. So my left click now is Shield Charge. And then, whoa, that's a big amount of AoE right there. Normally it would have taken me like, I don't know, 10 seconds to kill those mobs. But right now I'm one-shotting them. And the AoE on this thing is nuts. That guy was not even close to me. Got a pretty big room here. Normally I would have been donezo after just one projectile. It would have been over. But as you can see, I am doing fine. Dude, this shield charge is so funny. Like, you're basically piloting like freaking Scion in League of Legends. All right, we get to choose a rune shape here. Adds an augment socket to a weapon, staff, or armor. Mine rune, it's a bunch of mana stuff. We don't care about that. More runic ward. Let's try the Artificer Orb. I think by clicking that, I'm now gonna get it as a reward if we do manage to kill these things. I gotta remember to use like Volcano and my Entangle as well, just because it's just some extra abilities. And with our current rune setup, we get a lot of extra bonus damage in general. And we got Orb of Trans, very nice. It's actually pretty crap currency, but I bought my gloves for it. The Artificer Orb as well, and an uncut skill gem level 3. The shield charge skill gem we have is level 3, and there is a shield thing we get at level 5 skill gem, which does require level 14 though. A lot of the skills require certain types of weapons, but Infernal Cry does not. Empowers melee attacks, which I wonder if that applies to our shield attack. And we have some inscriptions we gotta touch, kind of like you have to do in Diablo 2, where you gotta touch those rune stones. Very similar vibe here. And the dude essentially just tells us to look for more rune stones. And what the heck is going on with this guy? We got the Rod and Druid here. Alrighty, so we can try the War Cry against him. So, is that actually doing anything? Flame ability, increase chance to ignite. I don't know if we care too much about that. I'm just gonna drop a Volcano on this guy. He seems like he's very slippery. And then just keep shield spam charging him. Then try to block as well. Hold the shield up with left click and then slam him with the right click. Oh, this is gonna hurt, right? Although I was able to get out of there. That was kind of clean. I kind of teleported, and I don't know if that was because my shield charge or what. That was kind of weird. But yeah, I have a lot of abilities to spam right now. I got 5 abilities to try to learn. It's gonna be kind of a fun playstyle, I think. Okay, he teleports me in there, by the way. I didn't teleport using my own skill or anything. I think I can just spam this guy down. I don't think there's really much you can do. Well, that kind of hurt. Slam him down, though. I get too much health regen for him right now. We're not supposed to have this much armor this early, I think. There we go. Uncut support gem level 1. I think I'm just going to use that support gem to magnify the AoE of our shield charge ability. I also gave it this profanity support, which makes it so if we use it near a corpse, it will deal 30% more damage. Then we had this artificer orb to add an augment slot to a weapon, staff, or armor. We do that to this shield. No, it has the maximum number of sockets. Same with the gloves, I'm guessing. Yeah, so that thing is kind of pointless, I'm pretty sure. A shout out to the comment section, by the way. You can run if you hold spacebar. Kind of annoying to have to hold spacebar though. We did make it to a new zone. This dude's family got taken. We got to find Jaraven from League. And already we're now in a level 7 zone. I'm thinking that we're just going to slam our way through this zone though pretty easily. We can test a new AoE as well. See if that support gem's actually doing something. I think it is. Oh, we got a thingy here. Okay, we don't want Artificer Orb. All equipment +6 to Dex, Intelligence, or Strength. There's some bonus we get with Strength with our gloves, I think it is. Yeah, these mobs are not really able to do too much to us right now. Easy peasy. We got an Orb of Augmentation, which is better than Orb of Trans. And with our gloves, so we can use any melee skills or weapons that have like a Dex requirement or an Intelligence requirement, as long as we have that requirement in Strength. That's kind of cool. I could start looking on the POE trade for more stuff to buy, like another weapon or something, but it's really rare to find uniques for this cheap. There's only like 1 or 2 of them up ever when I check, and I've been noticing they get bought out pretty quick. So if you're not constantly refreshing the site, trying to buy uniques for like an Orb of Trans or Orb of Aug is gonna be really hard to do. You gotta be really on top of it. I probably refreshed the website like, I don't know, 20 times within the last day or so, and I was only able to buy these 2 items. We got a level up, and we get an Orb of Og as an additional prize. With that level up, we're going to go for 10% more AoE. It's quite big. We just got 5% more on our last level up, and stacking AoE is really nice, as you can see. And try our new 10% AoE on these guys. Oh yeah. We got some frayed shoes that we cannot use, unfortunately. Just hypothetically though, would they be anything good? They would give some nice survivability stats. 29 life is actually a lot. I wonder if anyone would buy those for like an Orb of Og or something. Maybe even like an Orb of Alk. If we get our hands on an Orb of Alk, then we can actually start buying some good stuff. We run into a yellow rare mob, is he called? We're just slamming him down. I think we stunned him on one of our attacks because we knocked him over. I'm not sure like how easy it is to do that. Well, we're getting pretty low. We got to be careful here because if we do get killed, then, well, I guess nothing has dropped yet. Doesn't really matter. I did find out in the previous episode that if we get killed, everything on the map despawns. Doesn't really drop anything. Probably give quite a bit of XP though. We got another yellow mob here, or a rare mob. This guy looks a bit tankier though, as if he's some kind of boss in this area. And he was in the very center of this whole zone. So I'm guessing he's like some kind of boss. Also got to remember to use my war cry, which I'm not sure if that's helping too much. And we could volcano him and entangle him as well. And continue spamming. We do have a lot of damage with our talents right now. A lot of added damage. So any spell we use is going to be hitting quite hard. Very nice. No good loot though, unfortunately. Again, I am having this issue where it's hard to find where to go next. And these places are freaking mazes, dude. I do think like as you progress... Oh, we got another support gem here. This support gem rage starts giving us rage every time we hit someone. If we stack our rage up to 30, that's 30% more damage. Let's use that instead of profanity. I don't think the corpse thing is that great. And I'll put profanity in volcano, which already does have hourglass, deals 30% more damage, but has a cooldown. I think this is where we need to go to the next area. Yeah, okay. So you're supposed to go to the center of the mausoleum instead of all the way around it, I guess. Which, you know, now we know. Oh, and this is a boss. Okay. Draven, the Eternal Praetor. Wow, he is tanky. This is going to be a freaking long fight. Okay, he actually hurts too. Let's play this a bit slower. Do you gotta be careful with my potions, because if he's not summoning minions, I might be able to get kills on them. Well, I just slammed the boss. I think I'm entering a new phase now. He just entered a new phase though, so I don't know. This guy's just not doing damage as well. Okay, well I say that and he actually does start doing damage. Like those hits really didn't hurt that bad. And my shield slam just knocks this dude over. It's so funny. He's about to hurt though, I think. Run away. Okay, yeah, if I didn't have the shield and the gloves, dude, I think we would be hurting here. I slammed him down again. This guy's crazy, man. He has so many different mechanics. And he's got like this ghost thing. Like this girl over here. He's got like a ghost friend. I'm getting pretty low, so I'm not sure what the play here is. I don't know if I can like leave this area and then come back. No, I'm blocked in here with him. Is there any way to regenerate my health potion? Or I guess I can kite away, because my shield I think gives me regen, or my gloves. Maybe they both do. Ouchie. Okay, I was on the very edge of that. That is annoying. I'll just slam him down. I think I can probably just finish him off here. Give him the slamma-jamma. I'm just gonna tank it. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done that. Alright, well, I got him down this time. I'm gonna tank him again. Screw it. Okay, we got it that time. We get his memorial key piece plus 2 orbs of Og. Another desert rune. We already have one of those. We'll also grab the blues and the yellow and we'll sell them for a little bit of gold. And then the yellow, if we identify it, does it sell for more? Oh, it does. Ah, okay, that was really worth, because the scrolls of wisdom only sell for 24. By the way, it's 24 for the whole stack. It's only 2 for 1 scroll. So it's definitely worth to identify. I could have actually tried to sell the boots, but you have to get to a certain act, I think, to be able to sell stuff and open up a shop. For doing that quest, we also got to level up. Could just go for increased damage. Increased damage, increased area damage. Yeah, that seems pretty good. It's gonna be good for any build, even if we go caster later. We got to search another tome, and near the entrance we do find another Orb of Trans. And this next rare mob is actually not that terrifying. It's not him throwing out the tornadoes. It's this Dread Servant, just normal mob guy that's doing most of the damage. The rare did drop another Orb of Trans and an Orb of Og though. See, this currency is pretty common in like the lower areas. For some reason, people are still trading uniques for it. Then we have another boss. Is this the ghost that Draven had with him? I'm guessing she's going to summon Draven. She's got the same mechanic pretty much. Ouch. I forgot about the last circle there. This girl seems like she's able to pierce through my shield as well. Draven's attacks were pretty much getting blocked when he would try to hit me. Oh yeah, she summoned Draven to help her. But he's just like a shadow of him. Oh geez, she used her Screaming Woman ability. Oh, it didn't actually hurt too bad. I'm pretty immune to that. And then she traps you in a cage. What are the developers trying to say with the mechanic of the woman trapping you in a cage? Alright, well, we're just going to slap her down. Or we're going to do the same thing that we did last time. No, that was close. Oh, and there we go. We got an Orb of Alk. Okay. We finally have some actual currency. So you can see there's much higher demand for the Orb of Alk. There's 1,000 items up here that are uniques. I didn't look through all 1,000 items. I kind of only glossed over it. I feel like these boots that lower damage taken from projectile effects, which I think would be pretty good. Make us a bit tankier. I was also looking for some increased movement speed boots, but it's only 10% movement speed. I then came across this really cool chest piece. Gives us a ton more life, a ton more stun threshold, so I don't think we can be stunned pretty much. But we cannot evade enemy attacks anymore, so like we can't dodge anymore. But I think we can still block. The cool part though is we reflect a ton of damage back to the attackers, and if we're surrounded, we regenerate a ton of life. I already bought this thing, and this is not the one I bought. I bought one from this French guy. Mine does have different stats, and quite a bit worse stats. Oh no. I got absolutely rinsed on this, dude. Wait, can I ask this guy if he'll sell this back to me? I don't think he will. He tells me to F off and leaves party. I don't blame him, because I was stupid on that. Dude, this one has such worse stats, though. I'll say I'll give him an Orb of Transmutation for his time. Promise he's French. And he left, dude. Oh, whatever. I don't blame him. It's not really that big of a deal. Like we lost out on what, 20 life. We do have 296 life, so you know, what's 20 life really? And also 67 stun threshold is still a crazy amount, I think. Can enemies stun us at this point? I don't know what the frick is going on with this guy. I thought we just helped this guy out. Like I went to the tombs things and killed some guys that he told me to kill. I gotta put him to rest. Tuck him in his Betty bye. You want a massage after it or something, bro? How's she? Where's he have a boss fight? I always just tell myself, screw it. I'm just gonna finish the boss off. Okay, it kind of works here. He drops another uncut skill gem. We bring the ring back to this girl. She was the one that had the really nice singing voice. We're gonna ask her to marry us. Now we're gonna save the hooded one, who was the guy that was being hung by the tree in the previous episode. Somehow he survived.
How long has it been? I was hunted. We must put the seed back.
This seed.
She wants some seed. We get a uncut skill gem. We can refund our passives for gold. Oh, okay. So this is what we spend gold on. I like our build though. So I don't think I'm ever going to do this. Normal people can also buy stuff from vendors with gold, like these flasks. But I did actually get a new flask here. It gets more recovery when low on life. It uses less charges when I use it, so I can spam it more. And I also found this mana flask, which uses less charges and it recovers mana quicker. Seems pretty good. Let's identify this bow. We get 100 extra gold from identifying it. And then what about the staff? We get 130 extra gold from identifying it. Oh, we have a life flask identified. More recovery rate. That's not good, I think. What about this belt? Should we identify it? No, we probably shouldn't have. I don't think that was really worth the scroll. This mantle might be worth the scroll though. Nah, we're not gonna identify this stuff. We can also use our money to gamble on random items. These could be unique. We don't have enough gold for this, but I kind of do want to gamble on our ring. The odds of rolling a unique from gambling are 1 in 60 though. So yeah, I don't know if that's worth. By the way, armor is way cheaper. And we do kind of need some boots. Let's go for these boots. Let's gamble.
Definitely could have been worse.
Definitely could have been worse, he says. I mean, yeah, these actually aren't bad. You have movement speed and life regen. Those would be amazing for us. I'll give them back to him though. Let's just gamble for some freaking boots though. Oh, we got some rare ones. Someone could have used those. We get 130 of our gold back. More rare ones. These are cool too. Can't use them though. It's 1 in 60 odds, so we're just wasting gold here. I don't think gambling is the play. What is a cool little thing? These guys are summoning a rare mob. I don't think it's going to give us too much issue. Can also set them on fire too. And as we know, trees do not like fire. He drops an uncut support gem. Very nice. Kind of want to try the rapid attacks thing. Does that make my shield charge quicker? Let's try it out. And let's ditch magnified area for now. And I just want to test to see if this is going to make this thing wind up quicker or... it's hard to tell. Attack time 0.5 seconds, it says. We gotta do something here. We gotta track the spirit down. We gotta level up. Wait, really quickly, let me grab increase damage and area damage. Yeah. Now, is this increasing the rate at which we're shield charging? It says 0.5 seconds attack time. And then if we change out the gem with this one, I don't know what's going on, by the way. 0.56 attack time, so it's basically not much difference. 0.06 seconds attack time is like not really worth losing out on the 35% AoE rate. We're killing just this random rare mob, so I wasn't really expecting anything, but he drops an exalted orb. I'm pretty sure that was like one of the best currencies in the game. And while the value for one orb of alch is 2.5 to 3.5 exalted, this orb of alchs are better, I think, in POE2. And they're apparently significantly more accessible in POE2, designed to encourage players to use them for crafting. Okay. So I found out I was kind of doing trading wrong. I was searching by person online, which shows only people that are online, but you can do instant buyout search. And this is going to not only show a bunch more results, but you can travel to their hideout and buy the item if you have the gold fee. It is more expensive to do it this way, and we don't have any gold now because we just gambled, but I am seeing a lot more items with a lot higher modifiers. using the fee system. So now we definitely need to save our gold. I did manage to spend the Exalted Orb on these Infinite Pursuit Bronze Greaves, which increase the chance to be inflicted by ailments when hit. So we're going to get like burned more often. But while we're burning, we get 25% increased movement speed on top of the base 10%. That's 35% more movement speed, which is way more than any other boots. Not only that, we get increased armor and a ton of max life. These are the only boots that I was seeing that had armor on them. Here's the ones I finally managed to get. These have max roll on the increased chance to be afflicted by elements and almost max roll on the life. They are level 16 though, so I'm not gonna be able to use them for a little bit. I used most of the Orb of Trans we just picked up on what I thought was a pretty good deal. Oh, what the frick. It's level 64, bro. I'm so stupid. Oh, these wands have skill level requirements based on how much Chaos Bolt skill they have. Like this one's level 9 Chaos Bolt, so it's 31 requirement. This one's level 4 Chaos Bolt, so it's only 10 requirement. Well, that sucks. We got the wrong one. While I'm editing, I found this belt that is going for 2 Orbs of Trans. And unfortunately, I ran out of Orbs of Trans, but I threw in an extra Orb of Og. And the dude was sitting there like, really, dude? You really don't have 2 Orbs of Trans? But I think the Orbs of Og are better. So I just assumed he'd take it. And he did. So we now got this pretty sick belt that almost max rolled on the increased flash charges gained. The armor's kind of low roll, but then high roll on reduced flash charges used, which is really good. So we get more value in our flash basically. And then pretty good roll on the increased flash charges gained. And if we're low on life or mana, our flash will recover it instantly. Super nice leveling belt, and we'll be able to use it in a couple levels. And apparently I had 2 Orbs of Trans and an extra Orb of Og in my stash. Oopsie daisy. It's good I found that Orb of Og because look at this trade we're about to pick up. Oh yeah. We got the wand I was after, which this one does have a level 10 requirement. This one was pretty expensive at 5 Orbs of Og, but it got a huge roll in the increased spell damage. Max mana is pretty high as well. And max roll on the increased chaos resist. And spells will have a chance to inflict withered, which is a debuff that increases chaos damage taken on the target. This thing does not have a socket in it, but we can use the Artificer Orb on it to give it a socket. Very cool. We do also need 5 more intelligence, which we could have got if we picked up the Robust Rune of Intelligence. We did just get a level up for plus 8% increased damage. And then after just 2 more level ups, we'll be able to pick up plus 5 to any attribute or all attributes. We should technically be able to use it with the use Gauntlet bonus if the wand was considered a melee weapon, which it's not. So we do have 31 strength. It's been a couple days since the expansion released, and there's some weird thing going on with the reviews. This was when the expansion launched, I think, and this is where the reviews are now. The reviews doubled, but the rating went down by 5%. And there's a few reviews here that are pretty bad. Like this one's basically saying this guy refunded the game a while ago because he didn't enjoy it at the time, played for 48 minutes, and then he bought it again when it's 50% off now, tried to log into his account and it was locked. Contacted support, said it was locked because unauthorized refund. And then I guess he got the refund again because his account got banned or whatever. But apparently he cannot play the game anymore. And a lot of people are really thinking this is like complete bull. We don't even know if it's legitimate, but I would imagine it is. Like, why would someone make something up like that? Also, there's this negative refund about the sale, and this one has crazy helpful reviews. Like, I've never really seen a review get this much helpful. And essentially, if you bought it while it was on sale, you get less in-game microtransactions, I guess. And eventually, the game is apparently going to be free or something. I'm just so confused. I don't understand this one. There's this review that got a lot of helpful. It's really in-depth about the game, talks about mechanics and stuff. Like, okay, it's funny. Right after I read the review, I'm getting... What the frick is this? It's weird too because like I don't think I'm lagging. Okay, wait, I think I'm done so here. I could just log out, but yeah, I don't know what the frick is going on. Like I'm trying to move around right now. I'm trying to cast and it's just super laggy. Yeah, I've had this happen like quite a few times and I don't know, eventually I think it's gonna fix itself, but I do think performance is like a huge issue and I just don't even understand how or why. Like I never had any performance issues in Path of Exile 1. Do you guys feel like the same as me about games in general just getting worse? It seems like as we progress and you know we get into more advanced technology, the game quality goes down and down. And like personally, the stability of my laptop is getting worse and worse, like new driver updates and stuff. Well, I completely exit out of the game and log back in. And it does seem like I've fixed my issues for the most part anyways. We got a ritual altar here. And one thing I've kind of been forgetting to do is use my AoE burning thing. Infernal Cry, which makes enemies combust on death. Should be doing that more, especially in big packs like this. This guy just keeps spawning though. What the heck? All right, we cleared altar number 2. I've already cleared 1. And we get an uncut skill gem here, level 4. I think I'm gonna wait to use that until I can use the wand. Then I'll try to get a new ability. You know, I kind of wish in games like this is that the baskets always had something good in them, and they were just kind of like really rare. There's something about like going out of my way to destroy a destructible that has like a 1% drop rate of anything good. There's something kind of, gotta level up. Grab increased damage, and we can use the wand next level up. Some boss thing here, but we still have to go clear another altar, I think. I'm pretty sure it's like pointing us to the direction that the altar is. And we got another one of these things. We can get another artifice orb. Mind rune gives more mana or more runic ward. Let's take the artificer orb because we have a few uniques that need sockets. We got some pretty crap mobs here. I kind of wish there was an option to make these mobs more difficult and you get fatter loot. Like there's more of a way to kind of test your skill and your build. That's what this game is very much lacking, I think. Yeah, we get the artificer orb, and whoa, firm bracers. Holy, we get a unique drop. Well, let's definitely identify those. Grip of Winter firm bracers give evasion rating, unfortunately. Do ours give evasion rating? No, ours give armor and evasion rating. And with this chest piece, we cannot evade enemy attacks. So the evasion rating does nothing. That's 4 to 8 cold damage to attacks, which is more than the gloves we're using. Cold resist, increase freeze buildup, increase magnitude of chill you impact. We got max roll on the increased magnitude, by the way. Magnitudes of a buff are the values of the stats it applies to the target. If our chill slow is supposed to be 50%, then it's going to be 30% more effective. So it'd be like, I don't know, 65-ish, if my math is right. Just a guess, it's probably not even close. With the wand, I wonder if we should go for a freeze build with this. But I don't know, is it just me, or like, would you guys prefer there to be not any of these effigies that you can destroy? And at the end of the run, there's just like one big chest that has all the loot from these effigies in the chest. I don't know, this idea that there's just baskets everywhere that you can destroy, it seems like such an outdated mechanic. It's a mechanic that went back to like Diablo 2, and it was fine back then because that was, you know, forever ago. Like these pots, there's no you know, satisfaction to me in breaking pots and finding nothing. It gets to a point where I just don't even open them. I mean, obviously I'm just complaining, right? It's not a big deal, but it's like, it's just something I'm thinking of, like, why is this mechanic still in games? And all right, we got the last altar here. Should be a pretty free battle. There was an option to make it like difficulty 10 altar with like elite spawning, but you get fatter loot. I think that'd be really cool. Now we go back to this one, and the big altar is ready to go. We're just gonna fight some crappy mobs. I'm guessing there's gonna be some boss though after this. Could do this more methodically as well. Let's get them all grouped up. Use flammability, use volcano, and then shield slam. Pretty soon I will be able to probably just use volcano or some other spell, and it will clear everything. Because yeah, we're gonna have like double spell damage with that one. Alright, we cleared everything, and yeah, a boss is gonna spawn. The King in the Mist. He has the mechanic where I can knock him down, which is so funny. It just feels so weird knocking bosses over, like as if they're regular mobs, you know? I also try to use my shield block for once. I've really never used this. I just prefer spamming right click. Oh, crap. He's regenerating his shield. Can I shield block, like, I don't know. Just keep slamming him, I guess. He's not really doing damage. Can I block something? These bosses spend more time on the ground than they do fighting. I think, like, if my gear wasn't so good, though, maybe this would be a longer fight. Oh, he does regenerate his mana shield back to full. He's got a new phase here. I'm guessing he's going to be hitting harder now. Oh no, you regenerated back to full HP. Wait, what? Okay, that actually hurt really bad. I'm out of potions. Like, he's gonna get me here. Is my shield block? That did not block it. It's an AoE, so obviously I shouldn't be expecting to be able to block that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just screwed here. This is like some crazy boss mechanics. I'm just glad I'm not playing on hardcore, dude. If I was playing on hardcore, I would just be raging out right now. And not only do I have to do the whole boss fight again, I probably have to do both phases. I have to freaking clear out these mobs still. Bro, this fight sucks, man. And like, I'm gonna run out of healing potions. I don't know how I do this. I might have to just go farm for another level up and come back here and do this after I farm. If I leave this place and come back, then I think, okay, I gotta stop moving or I'll be imprisoned. I got imprisoned anyways. Okay. Reduce evasion and movement speed slowed. Okay, I gotta kill this stupid totem, by the way. That thing does crazy AoE damage no matter where you are on the map. So you gotta kill that. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to do the fight by learning the mechanics, because there are a lot of mechanics here going on. Keep moving or you will be imprisoned. All right. Well, moving. Okay, there we go. It went off. I think this fight is very doable, actually, if you just obey the mechanics of it and you just kind of watch like for the totem and you keep kiting around, basically. Keep running. Okay, so I gotta keep moving. What if I charge out of it? Can I charge out of it? I knocked him over, but it's in kind of a bad spot, so I couldn't really take advantage of that. I was thinking about leaving and coming back, but if I do, I think I would have to clear out the whole area again, which I'm kind of lazy. So yeah, I summoned 2 totems now. Thankfully, I got some good AoE. Then get him down. I haven't used any potions yet, I don't think. Yeah, I haven't used any potions, so I gotta hit this guy. Let's go next phase, okay. Yeah, I'm full on potions now. I think this is pretty doable. Keep running, okay. Taking physical damage over time. Or something. I don't think that's his totem. Yeah, he just uses more moves now on this phase. Like, he summons these little purple things. Obviously, don't stand on those. Kill the totem. And watch out for this ball. The ball does good damage. Okay, I think I actually got this. Stop moving, okay. Then use my shield block as well. Alright, I got him down to half health. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna pot there. I don't know what that was that hit me. I was about to say I've not used a single potion yet. But, stop moving or you will be imprisoned, okay. Ouch. Okay, I could have avoided that. There's just so much crap on the ground, so it is hard to, oh, get away from that thing. Yeah. Charge is really nice for being able to avoid stuff, I will say. It's not just an ability that, you know, you charge into the enemy, like you would think. I said stand still, okay. Like Simon says. Yeah, I think the main thing that was killing me was those totems, but as long as I can take care of those, then it's not too bad. And as long as I can avoid the crap on the ground as well. There we go, we knocked him. I think I got him here. Should I just face tank him? I'm down. These start using potions too. Okay, maybe don't face take him actually. I really don't want to do this again. Boom. There we go. And nothing cool here.
Tell me, do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it. The hooded one will identify items for us for free, and the blues are giving us a little bit more. We did find a greater flask as well, but the increased charges gain isn't that great, I think. But I don't know if I like the modifiers on it. I guess it's probably better than what we're using, so let's just toss it on. This quarterstaff sells for 300, very nice. Boots for 186. And then for killing the boss, we get a reward of 3 charms that are common quality. That is a really boring reward, especially considering I've got these from just like random drops. Why don't they just give you like a unique or just some random unique? Like, how cool would that be, you know? Or like at least some currency so I can go buy my own unique. Like, what is this? Well, fire resist, cold resist, or lightning resist. I've already got the topaz charm. I wasn't sure how to use that. So let's go for the fire resist one. Great. Thank you, dude, for this awesome reward. On the belt that we're about to use does have a charm slot in it. So we're about to be able to get 25% more fire resist for 4 seconds only though. And it consumes charges on use. Okay, so that's not even that good. It's not like a flat resist. And alright, that's going to end episode 2. Big shout out to Lars for solo carrying episode 2. Even though I'm not sure he did it with the greatest intentions. Looks like he just wants me to suffer. Overall, the feedback was pretty good on episode 1. And if you guys have any more feedback on episode 2, like maybe for the pacing, does it feel like the pacing on these videos is a bit slow? Would you rather see more of the end game? Should I just like speed run to the end game? I will say I'm not sure if I'm actually capable of speed running to the end game. So it is just like a purely hypothetical question. Any feedback is always much appreciated. Even if it's like, yeah, this video got really boring around this part and I just had to tune out. That's still, you know, fine feedback. It's helpful. Yeah, the start of the next episode, we'll be testing out the wand because we did just get a level up and we get to see the power of our spells with basically double spell damage.